Hi everyone, Miss Whedon here, and this video is going to talk to you about end-of-course testing, also known as state testing, EOC testing, or TNReady testing, which is coming up at the end of November, early December. What I'm going to talk about is also included in the email and on the TOPS website, but it is always good to include a video to kind of hit the highlights to make sure everybody understands what's going on during our test weeks. So first off, students that should be testing are enrolled in the following classes: Math 1B, Math 2B, Math 3B, English 1, English 2, English 3, Biology, Chemistry, and U.S. History. Your student might be enrolled in one of those, two, or three of those classes. And that means that they are currently taking those classes this semester. The first thing that you should do is sit down with your child and go over their schedule to see what courses they have right now that they will be testing. One thing I'd like to point out is all of the maths are Math B and not Math A. If you are enrolled in Math A, you are not testing. Please do not show up at one of our test sites. The test will be administered on a computer at a secure test location. So your student will be showing up to the test site, and the test site will be in a computer lab, or we will be providing the computers for them. But yes, they still need to physically come to the test site. Students should bring a recent photo ID. This can be a driver's license, a state ID, a passport. It's anything with a picture of the student and their first and last name. And this is because our proctors and our teachers do not see the students every day, so we need to verify that they are who they are. They should also bring several number 2 pencils with erasers. That is for them to take notes and things like that while testing, if they need to draw things out. What's not listed up here is if the student is in or taking chemistry or a math test, they will need to bring a valid calculator. If you are unsure if your calculator is one that is allowed for testing, you may email your math or chemistry teacher, and they should be able to clear that up for you. Students may bring a drink and a snack, but will only be allowed to have their drink and snack during breaks. So drinks and snacks are not allowed in the test room. But if students are having multiple tests on the same day, then we do suggest to bring drinks and snacks to have during that break. Our test sites are laid out across the state of Tennessee, and we have 4 of those. We have one in Bristol, one in Knoxville, one in Middle Tennessee, which is the Murfreesboro area, and one in Memphis. You should be going to the test site closest to you, or the one that you told us when you were initially accepted here at TOPS. If that has changed since you, again, initially signed up with us here at TOPS, if that has changed or you have moved, please email me so we can verify your test site and make sure you're showing up at the right location. We do have rooms and rosters all planned out based on our numbers, so we need to know that sooner rather than later if you are going to be at a different test site. The page that you're looking at here is on the TOPS website, which is tops.education/testing. And if you'll scroll down, you'll see that the information is laid out based on test sites. So the first one you'll come up on is the Bristol test site. The Bristol and Knoxville test sites are in Eastern time, while Middle Tennessee and Memphis are in Central time. You need to plan on arriving at least 30 minutes prior to the start of the test. So these times posted mean that your child should be sitting in the room ready to take the test at that time. So if the test starts at 10 a.m., you need to plan on getting your child there about 9:30 so you all can park, find the correct test room, and get checked in. You'll also notice that U.S. History and English 1, English 2, and English 3 are listed on the test schedule twice, and that is because students will need to come once to take the essay portion and again to finish the test taking the additional subparts, which are multiple choice and selected response. So yes, U.S. history students and English students will need to come at least twice for their tests. And again, if they have other test subjects, they will be coming for those as well. If you scroll on down through here, you'll see we've got the Knoxville test site. You'll notice this year, Wednesday, there is no testing at the Knoxville test site. We had some conflict with the location, so we'll be picking back up on Thursday. We have our Middle Tennessee test site. And then our Memphis test site, which is at a new location, the University of Memphis. So if you are in our Memphis area, please go ahead and Google map that, see how far away it is. You want to make sure you plan for traffic and all of that good stuff. So everyone, I hope this video was helpful to you in planning your test schedule or planning out your days for this. You want to make sure you get these dates written down on your calendar. Make sure you're showing up at the correct test site. Make sure you're showing up for the correct test subjects. And if you have any questions or any concerns about this, feel free to email myself or Dr. Horn, and we will be happy to answer your questions.